Man, I was super hesitant to talk about Madden because, I haven't played Madden in like 5, 6, 7 years. Um, and I'm also a grown ass man. And I really don't even play video games like that at all. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong playing video games. I have nothing against that at all. But I was just debating whether or not I should talk about this. And I was like, you know what, fuck it. This is my channel. I'm gonna talk about whatever I want to talk about. Because I think it is an interesting topic. Even though I had already talked about Kaepernick this week, but his name just keeps coming up, so I guess I need to talk about it. But before we get into that, my name is Greg Foreman, and you're watching a Black Conservative Perspective. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter at GForemanBCP. Again, that's GForemanBCP. And most importantly, share a Black Conservative Perspective, aka a liberal's worst nightmare. Let's get it. All right, so I know I already talked about Kaepernick this week, but the focus of this conversation is just going to be on these corporations that think that going woke is some type of money train. So Madden added Kaepernick to Madden 21, I think it is. And again, excuse me as I make some mistakes because I literally haven't played Madden in so long. And they're getting some backlash because Maddens Priorities are in the wrong place. The reason why I stopped playing Madden is because it literally became like the worst game I've ever played in my life. I mean, I'm not even joking, right? Like growing up, I was a huge football fan, huge NFL fan. I'm still a huge football fan, NFL fan. So naturally, I played a lot of football video games, right? And I remember back in the day with ESPN 2K5, man, that's still to today the best football game ever. Basically, in my opinion, I've never played a better football game than that. I mean, like, they had a halftime show that was like unique. It was different. Like, it was actually watchable. It was entertaining. Like, they had like a my crib. They had a first person football like simulation experience where you're like inside a helmet, right? Like, the gameplay was incredible. Like, that game was awesome, man. And the best thing about it is it was $20. And don't get me wrong, I think Madden 2005 with Ray Lewis on the cover was also a pretty good game too. I mean, they had the Tony Bruno show. I don't think they had developed superstar mode at that point, but franchise mode was pretty good. They had like an owner mode where you could set ticket prices. You could do all types of stuff. They had introduced the hit stick. Madden was good back in the day, man. It was good back in the day. And I had stopped playing it, I think probably about Madden 15, because once they bought out the license from the NFL to have the exclusive game, which I think is just bullshit. I mean, like, to have a monopoly on NFL football games, I think it's just ridiculous. And I think the NFL needs to give up that license. But they just started making a trash product, man. And that's a lesson. I mean, that's just the capitalism lesson right there. I mean, competition makes everything better, right? Prices and competition. That what rules the world. And you can see with EA Sports and Madden how bad that game has become because there's no competition. And with that being said, the game has basically been the same since basically Madden 12, right? It's been the same game, which is why I refuse to buy it. I mean, my PlayStation 4 got dust on it. I don't really play it like that, but I want to buy Madden. I want to have a football game that's updated like 2K5, and I'm waiting to get that. Right? But I refuse to do it because every single year Madden comes out with the same game over and over and over again with just a roster update. And I think this Kaepernick thing just kind of shows exactly where that mind is at. I mean, if you look at that Metacritic, like this year, I mean, every year these games come out, like, they pay off these companies like IGN and all that to give them, great ratings and to talk good about the game. But even the big companies was just like, this game sucks. Right, even the big companies giving this like shit rating, right? And then you look at like the user reviews, like the actual people that buy the game, the regular people like me and you. I think they gave it like a 0.2 or something like this. I mean, this is the worst rated Madden we have basically ever seen. And you put out a trash game with all these glitches on the internet. Right, like you got people going through walls. You got them misspelling the name. Like they spell the Seahawks Seahacks. Right, like they got all kinds of glitches in the game. where they have repeated Super Bowl celebrations. It is literally a copy and paste game. And what EA Sports is worried about is, hey, can we get Kaepernick in the game? Right? And apparently they have been negotiating with Kaepernick to get his likeness in the game for a while now. And I think it's just ironic to me how they announced this after basically the worst ratings they've ever had in their life. Like, people are literally complaining about this game all over the internet. Like, it is terrible. But again, it just shows that their priorities are out of line, right? They think that they can just sprinkle a little bit of wokeism on a bad product, just like the Democrat Party, right? They sprinkle a little bit of diversity on that whip, and they just crack it and you fall back in line. And that's the mentality of these companies, right? They're not really about this social change. A lot of these companies ain't really about their own products. They're about having the illusion of being about something, right? And that's all this Kaepernick thing is. I mean, they rated this dude at 81. I mean, I think this dude had a higher rating than Cam Newton and Sam Darnold and some other quarterbacks in the NFL currently right now. This dude hasn't played in 4 or 5 years, man. And you trying to tell me that he's better than Cam Newton? He's been sitting on the couch for 4 years? Again, that's pandering, man. You ain't doing nothing but pandering. What you really need to do is fix your damn game. Fix your game. Nobody cares about Kaepernick being in the game. I mean, really, that's the closest he ever gonna get to a football field again is in the game. So kudos to him. And then you got people that'll still say, "Oh, Kaepernick's a victim." He just negotiated an exclusive rights deal with Madden. He's not even a part of the NFL Players Association. So he got paid a good chunk of change to put his face and his little fro and his black power fist in a game. But people gonna try to tell me this man's a victim. This dude's a victim. He got shafted by the NFL. This man's getting paid for nothing. He don't even play football no more, man. And he's getting paid to get put in a game. He don't even play. He don't even play. Like, think about it. How crazy is that, man? This dude is some type of victim, and he's getting paid to get put in the game. He don't even play football, man. And again, it just goes to show that this is the world that we live in, man. This is the world that we live in. That's how dumb that these companies think you are, man. They think you're so dumb that they can literally just put, a Band-Aid over the bullet hole, right? Like, that's what Madden is. Madden's a bullet hole, right? Franchise mode has been terrible. Superstar mode has been terrible, right? The only thing they're trying to do is push this ultimate team where they can nickel and dime you for money. They don't even care about the gameplay. They don't even care about the things that hardcore simulation football fans want. But they gonna throw you Kaepernick. You can't fix the game, but you can put Kaepernick in the game. If nobody's playing the game, if people aren't buying your game, why does it matter if Kaepernick's in the game? Kaepernick being in the game basically made me guarantee that I wouldn't even buy it. I wouldn't even buy it used. I wouldn't even buy the game used. That's the only thing Kaepernick did for me. Kaepernick guaranteed that I would not be buying your game. I mean, I already wasn't going to buy it, but Kaepernick was basically the icing on the cake. This type of thing, man, it really just kind of irks me and it rubs me the wrong way because it just shows what these people really think about you, man. That's how dumb they think you are, right? They don't even care about fixing their own product, making their product better, worrying about the things that actually matter, right? All they want to do is just virtue signal and, oh, it's me. Look how woke I am. Look how for social change I am. While at the same time, putting out a shitty product every single year, soaking up your money, and calling it a day. Anyways, like I said, I'm going to keep boycotting Madden. Not just because of Kaepernick, but because it's a terrible product. And, keep living my life. But let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think that Madden is just trying to pander with this Kaepernick addition to the game? Do you think the game is even good? Do you play Madden? Let me know in the comment section. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.